Hi everyone, I'm Karil Jane Condes, and this is my reflection on the interview with Wang Fugwei and its connection to Republic Act 4200, or the Anti-War Taping Law of the Philippines. So all of the Filipinos have their privacy under this law. It does not allow any individual to covertly record or overhear a private discussion without the agreement of all the parties involved. Although it was produced years ago, it remains very important in the present times where almost everyone has access to a phone that has the potential of recording audio or videos. So among the things that caught my attention when I was watching the interview with Wang Fugwei was the ease with which communication and privacy can be assumed. In some situation, individuals captures or posts uh, talks without considering how it may impact on the individual being captured. Within the interview, one can experience the strength of communication, but at the same time, know how too harmful it can be when it used improperly. It caused me to wonder how even mere recording could be considered to have crossed personal boundaries when carried out without permission. That is precisely what Republic Act 4200 is trying to avoid, the invasion of privacy based on the secret recordings or unauthorized distribution. So in Republic Act 4200, it is plainly mentioned that it is illegal to tap, record, or hear any private communication without the consent of all the parties. Anyone found committing the same is liable to a sentence of 6 months to 6 years in jail. And in case of the individual being a government official, one can be removed out of the office. So the exception is only in cases in which the law enforcement officers are recording suspects of serious crimes with a court order to spy on them. Simply put, the law is to remind us that each person has the right to manage his or her own voice or his or her words and the way to use them. When I relate this with the interview with Wang Wang Hugwei, I understood that it is always necessary to record or publish the statements of a person with consent. In case such an interview as the one has been recorded was distributed anywhere publicly without consent, it might be already a breach of Republic Act 4200. Nonetheless, in the event that the individuals to be interviewed consented to be filmed and also understood that the recording would be made, then it is entirely okay. Then that is transparency and consent in action. So the interview demonstrates that technology can easily eradicate boundaries between private and public. That is why Republic Act 4200 remains so timely. It provides some clear boundaries to make us remember that privacy is a right and not a privilege. It also helped me to think about how we as little people ought to be cautious of posting or recording other people. We may believe that it is not harmful, but it can be both legally and emotionally detrimental. So this subject actually made me understand the significance of respect and consent in our everyday life. We must seek permission before we record someone, um, be it in a case of an interview or a class project or even a funny video. In my case, Republic Act 4200 not only reminds me of being more responsible and considerate, but also although at a time when um, all things can be recorded and uploaded as they happen. Privacy is now worth more than ever before. We must have enough sense in using the technologies and not to intrude on the personal space of other people. So when I use what I learned, I will ensure that I always ask permission or ask before recording and ensure that I respect the choice of the people in case they respond in negative. In my opinion, it is not only necessary to obey the law, but also to respect, trust, and demonstrate professionalism in accordance with the Republic Act 4200. In summary, the interview with Wang Fugwei allowed me to learn that the respect in the form of privacy is the basic of the ethical communication, and the basis of ethical communication is the consent. So that's all. That is my reflection.